My name is Michael, and this is the story of how I discovered something about myself that I never expected. It started on a quiet Tuesday afternoon when I was 22. My sister Emma had moved back home after college, bringing with her an entire wardrobe that seemed to shimmer with possibilities. She was out at her new job, and I found myself alone in the house, drawn to her room like a moth to light. I can't explain what made me do it the first time. Maybe it was curiosity, or maybe something deeper that I hadn't named yet. I just knew that when I saw her clothes hanging there, the soft fabrics, the gentle colors, the delicate textures, something inside me stirred with recognition. The first thing I tried on was a simple blue sweater. It was softer than anything I owned, and when I looked in the mirror, something clicked. The way it hugged my shoulders, the way the color brought out my eyes, I looked different. Not just different clothes, but a different version of myself. My heart was racing, but not from fear, from excitement, from a strange sense of rightness that I'd never felt before. Over the next few weeks, whenever Emma was at work, I found myself returning to her room. Each time I became a little braver. A skirt that swished when I walked, a dress that made me feel graceful. I even tried on some of her jewelry, delicate earrings that caught the light and made me feel beautiful. I started watching YouTube tutorials on makeup, practicing when no one was home. My first attempts were terrible, but slowly I got better. I learned about foundation and concealer, about how to make my eyes look bigger, how to shape my eyebrows. Each small improvement felt like uncovering another piece of myself. The transformation wasn't just physical. When I dressed this way, I felt calmer, more centered, like I'd been holding my breath my whole life and could finally exhale. I moved differently, spoke more softly, smiled more easily. I liked who I was becoming. I thought I was being careful, but Emma noticed things. A lipstick in the wrong place, a dress hanging differently. One evening over dinner, she gave me a knowing look. "You know, Michael," she said casually, "I've been thinking about cleaning out my closet. Some of my older clothes don't really fit anymore." My cheeks burned. "Oh, okay. Maybe you could help me sort through them. You seem to have good taste." I looked up, expecting judgment, but saw only kindness in her eyes. The next Saturday, Emma knocked on my door. "Ready for that closet adventure?" In her room, she pulled out several outfits. "I noticed that some of my things had been moved around," she said gently. "I'm not upset, I'm curious." I couldn't speak. My throat felt tight with shame and fear. "Michael, look at me." Her voice was soft. "There's nothing wrong with exploring who you are. I just want you to be safe and happy." The words tumbled out then, about how wearing her clothes made me feel like myself for the first time, about the makeup tutorials and the way I practiced walking in heels when no one was home, about how confused and scared and excited I felt all at once. Emma listened without judgment. "What do you want to be called when you're dressed up?" I'd thought about this. Maybe Michelle. It's close to Michael, but prettier. "Michelle, I like it." She picked up a soft pink dress. Would Michelle like to try this on? I think it would look beautiful on her. That afternoon, Emma helped me with everything. She showed me how to contour my face to look more feminine, how to choose colors that complemented my skin tone, how to walk naturally in heels. When she was done, I looked in the mirror and saw Michelle looking back. Not Michael in a disguise, but another part of me that had always been there, waiting. "You're beautiful," Emma said simply, and I believed her. We decided to go for a walk in the neighborhood. I was terrified, but Emma held my hand and gave me courage. Most people didn't look twice. A few smiled and nodded. One elderly woman complimented my dress. "See," Emma whispered, "the world doesn't end when you're yourself." But not every reaction was positive. A few weeks later, when I ventured out alone as Michelle, a group of teenagers laughed and made cruel comments. I hurried home, my confidence shattered, and didn't dress up for days. Emma found me crying in my room. What happened? I told her about the teenagers, about how their laughter had made me feel like a fraud, like I was just playing dress up. "You're not playing anything," she said firmly. "You're being yourself. Some people won't understand, and that's their problem, not yours. Don't let their ignorance steal your joy. Slowly, I began to understand that this journey wasn't about becoming someone else. It was about accepting all the parts of myself. Some days I felt like Michael, comfortable in jeans and t-shirts. Other days, Michelle needed to emerge, graceful and soft and feminine. I started seeing a therapist who specialized in gender identity. She helped me understand that there's no right or wrong way to express yourself. No timeline you have to follow, no boxes you have to check. Some people are binary, some are fluid, some are somewhere in between. What mattered was being honest with myself. Emma became my greatest ally. She took me shopping for my own clothes, helped me build a wardrobe that felt authentically mine. She introduced me to her friends as her sibling, letting me choose how I wanted to present myself each time. One evening, as I was getting ready for a dinner party, choosing to go as Michelle that night, I caught my reflection in the mirror. The person looking back was confident, comfortable, beautiful in a way that had nothing to do with clothes or makeup and everything to do with authenticity. "Thank you," I whispered to my reflection. "Thank you for being patient while I found you." The journey isn't over. Some days are still hard. Some people still don't understand. But I've learned that living authentically, embracing all parts of myself, is worth the challenges. I'm Michael and I'm Michelle. And I'm learning that maybe that's exactly who I was always meant to be. Sometimes the most important discovery is realizing you don't have to choose between different parts of yourself. You can simply be whole.